broadcasting from Mabula, Kuwait. This is the Me and Larry reality video show, LTL, editorial news for September 20th, 2009, weekend review. It's Eid Mubarak Day, the end of Ramadan. I know everybody's happy to collect themselves to the table. Everybody's look like most of the business just shut down. Look like they collapsed. Like the jewelry place I wanted to go and turn in for some money to be given back to me with interest. Seems like they shut down too today. Seems like everybody shut down on Eid Mubarak. Like they collapsed, except for the major stores and pharmacies. Everybody else seems like they collapse, or else they don't give you the time. They say, well, we're still on Ramadan time. Well, Ramadan is over. So it's Eid Mubarak Day. That means end of Ramadan. That means you go on a glut and open up the store while you're busy eating, okay? Feeding your face. All right? And let's move ahead with the beat goes on. The beat goes on. The beat goes on. Yeah. And then here it is. The next act is Afghanistan. Of course, if the Taliban is not given the trouble with violence, it's the elections. Of course, President Hamid Karzai is just having a whale of a time. Here he is. He's claiming victory already. He had over 50%. If you have over 50%, that means there's no runoff with your closest competition. You win it hands down. But when you see ballots reportedly spread all over the ground in different areas of province of Afghanistan, plus a few turnout, and plus the Taliban is just setting them up not to go out. If they do go out, they get their ears cut off, nose cut off, their fingers, which they dip their hands in the ink, indicating they vote. I know they didn't brag and show people with their fingers saying, I voted, I voted. Taliban said, that's the one, I know him, man. He used to work over at the shoe store. He worked at the restaurant and washed dishes. We get him. Hey, chop your finger. Your finger is scarred. Or else, you know the saying, hear no evil, see, smell no evil, cut off ears and nose, make them feel embarrassed. It was embarrassing when Sergeant Stripes showed that one that voted said, I voted, and look what happened. I'm like, that's a bad article to set up. Should say the consequences went on in Afghanistan when they voted. And then it showed one that was hiding and said, I didn't vote. No, that's an insult. Well, it's funny too, but I thought Stars and Stripes don't do that. But it made me laugh, say I didn't vote. I did, and look what I lost. My ears and nose. Can't smell or hear trouble anymore. So the thing is, Afghanistan needs to start over. Start over from scratch. I know after you had battles with Russia, and you might as well think of the movie, who is that, Rambo 3, he went over there and fought with Afghanistan against Russia. Yeah, he got in the tank and he tore some guys up. Yeah, that's great. Tore the Russians up. And then just to have Afghanistan to fight against the world, reportedly, or to plant bombs in different places, and of course to have their planes run into the towers in New York, the Twin Towers. Oh boy. But anyway, the thing is, Afghanistan needs to start over fresh. What you need to do is have NATO go ahead, send the drones, go after the hideouts where the Taliban are hiding or located. Don't let them be wandering around at night. You stay on alert. You try to map out what their plans are and get them with the unmanned plane, which is the drone. Take them, and then they received instructions up in the north, and you might as well go to the mountains and like the movie Transformer, when Tyree said, "Bring the rain." When you bring the rain, that acid rain, and just make it hot, make that mountain hot, radiate it. And then it goes inside the nooks and crannies, and then they had to come out, and Bin Laden had to come out of his hole in an iron lung machine, and then you send the drone and just blow them. The kingdom come, that's it. Or you could be like the movie Iron Man, send the Jericho bomb over there. All you need is one shot, one kill. In that case, many kill. But start back over again, and then the corruption for the election, the presidency. See that the Taliban was right in trying to stop it. They knew it was for corruption. So start off fresh with that. Instead of the people come out to vote, you bring the voting to them. Say, you want to vote? You know, knock on the door. You vote? You vote? Let me see. They're at the right age. They don't have no phony registration card or phony IDs to vote. And then they get the vote. Then they can put their finger in the ink and then make sure you clean it off so the Taliban won't indicate who voted and who not. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter because you would have had the U.S. and NATO forces protecting them. So that's what you need to do. Start out fresh that way. Start out new. Start over again. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous when poor President Hamid Karzai come out with that cape and that hat. He seemed like he was about to do a disappearing act or saw a lady in half. You know, they be hiding in their houses from the Taliban. So I don't think you would do any better. So that's it. We move on with the next act. And we be right back on the LTL Editorial News.